The paths of Caleb Williams and Bryce Young are becoming a stark example of how one franchise's gamble can backfire while another reaps the rewards. In a matchup between the Chicago Bears and Carolina Panthers, this storyline was on full display. Williams, the dynamic young quarterback for Chicago, led his team to a commanding 36-10 victory, while Young, drafted by Carolina just a year earlier, stood mostly on the sidelines, benched in favor of a veteran. It wasn't supposed to go this way for the Panthers. In 2023, they traded significant assets, including 2 first-round draft picks, 2 second-round picks, and their star wide receiver DJ Moore, to move up in the draft and select Bryce Young first overall. The hope was that Young, the promising prospect out of Alabama, would transform the franchise and provide stability at quarterback. But reality has been far harsher. Young's rookie season was marred by poor play, where he threw 11 touchdowns against 10 interceptions, completing less than 60% of his passes. Worse, he was sacked 62 times, losing 477 yards, the most of any quarterback that season. His 2-15 rookie campaign handed the Bears, through that very trade, the top pick of the 2024 NFL Draft, which they used to select Caleb Williams. Williams, now quarterbacking for Chicago, has had a much smoother start to his career. With a strong supporting cast and a team that has seemingly set him up for success, he has thrived in the early stages of his professional journey. On Sunday, he showcased his immense talent, completing 20 of 29 passes for 304 yards and 2 touchdowns, all without committing a turnover. His performance gave the Bears a comfortable win and highlighted just how far apart these two quarterbacks, and the franchises that drafted them, currently are. As Bryce Young watched from the sidelines, wearing a headset and serving as the Panthers' scout team quarterback, Caleb Williams was orchestrating a brilliant performance. Late in the third quarter, facing a 3rd and 13, Williams executed with poise, a stark contrast to Young's current role as a backup quarterback. The gap between the two quarterbacks' trajectories has never seemed wider. What's more, Sunday's game served as a reminder of how costly Carolina's trade has been. DJ Moore, the Panthers' former star receiver, who was part of the trade package that sent Bryce Young to Carolina, played a central role in Chicago's offensive dominance. Moore caught 5 passes for 105 yards, including 2 touchdowns. In the first quarter, Williams found Moore wide open for a 34-yard touchdown, capitalizing on a defensive breakdown by the Panthers. Later in the second quarter, Williams hit Moore again, this time for a 30-yard touchdown pass just before halftime, putting the Bears firmly in control. For Moore, the game was particularly satisfying. The receiver expressed his joy after the game, saying it was great to finally connect on deep passes with Williams, a connection that had been a focal point of their practice sessions. When it hits, Moore said, celebrating a big day against his former team. His performance underscored the pain for Carolina, who not only missed his contributions but struggled offensively without the reliable playmaking he once provided. The Panthers, now 1-4 on the season, have endured a rough start. Their offense, helmed by veteran Andy Dalton, has sputtered, managing only 4 conversions on 15 third and fourth down attempts, and failing twice in the red zone. Young was given the opportunity to play in garbage time, entering the game with just over 4 minutes left and the team down by 26 points. He completed 4 of 7 passes for 58 yards but was unable to make much of an impact. Panthers head coach Dave Canales praised Young's energy and noted that it was valuable for the young quarterback to gain some live reps. "It's a hard situation, but I wanted to give Bryce an opportunity to put some good football out there while we had time," Canales said. But Young's limited playing time and his struggles in his second season reflect just how far off course Carolina's plan has gone. Meanwhile, Caleb Williams is flourishing. In just his 5th NFL start, the Bears' rookie quarterback posted his 2nd highest yardage total of the season and his best passer rating yet. Williams's development is being aided by a strong supporting cast, including Moore, receiver Keenan Allen, and rookie Rome Odunze, as well as a top 10 defense. This is in stark contrast to Young's first season, where Carolina's offense lacked consistency, their coaching staff faced upheaval, and the offensive line struggled to protect him. In addition to Moore, the Bears have capitalized on the trade with Carolina to build a competitive roster. Chicago used the Panthers' draft picks to select right tackle Darnell Wright and cornerback Tyreek Stevenson, among others. This draft haul, combined with savvy moves in free agency, has accelerated the Bears' rebuild. The result? A team that now sits above .500 with a promising young quarterback and a balanced roster that can compete on both sides of the ball. The Panthers, on the other hand, are left grappling with the consequences of a trade that has not only stalled their progress but also helped a former rival rise. Young, while still early in his career, has yet to show the promise that justified the Panthers' steep investment. The team is now faced with questions about whether they misevaluated Young, failed to provide him with the necessary support, or a combination of both. As the Bears head overseas to face the Jacksonville Jaguars next week, they'll look to build on their growing chemistry. Williams, in particular, is showing the poise and leadership that the Panthers had hoped for from Young. Bears head coach Matt Eberflus praised Williams' ability to extend plays and keep drives alive, a key factor in Sunday's win. "He's learning and growing," Eberflus said. "He's going to level up." For now, Caleb Williams appears to be the quarterback of the future that Chicago hoped for, while Bryce Young's future in Carolina remains uncertain. The divergent paths of these two young signal callers serve as a reminder of how high the stakes are in the NFL and how the fortunes of franchises can shift dramatically with one fateful decision.